We got a Wonderkid from the Belgian league, not in the Premier League or the Bundesliga. Belgian rising star who's already had 3 appearances in the Belgian national team, as well as 44 senior appearances in all competitions, just turning 19. Yari Verschaeren, playing for Anderlecht in the Belgian league. Now, this Wonderkid, this Belgian player Yari Verschaeren has been looking pretty solid in terms of his future potential growth. Playing for Anderlecht, he's been playing alongside Vincent Kompany. Of course, for those of you who don't know, he's Vincent Kompany is an amazing player in the Premier League. Was an amazing player in the Premier League for Manchester City, and I think that with Vincent Kompany, he could help lead and help guide Verschaeren to getting and fulfilling his potential, because potential he has. I mean, looking at the Belgian national team, there's so many talents in there, and I do really think that we got another Belgian talent that could potentially grow and meet those levels and odds that are expected of him. Because he is a 19-year-old Belgian attacking midfielder for Anderlecht, as I said before, and he's looking pretty versatile in terms of the positions he can play: central midfielder, attacking midfielder, and right winger this season. Just overall, he looks like he can play a good variety of roles, and he's been described as Eden Hazard in terms of the way he plays, specifically him being agile and just a quick player, and where he can turn quickly and move the ball well when he's attacking in his attacking play. And he's right-footed, and he's a technically gifted player with the way he can the way he uses his technique and the naturally gifted technique he has in terms of scoring goals and assists. In regards to goals and assists this season, as it's not that majorly impressive, of course, with 2 goals and 1 assist this season. But it also needs to you got to keep in mind that the Belgian team that he is in is 8th in the standings, so you shouldn't expect those high as standards, of course, with a team that's not performing as well, to see those goals coming in. But Yari Verschaeren is looking very, very strong. I mean, 19-year-old just turned 19 recently, and he already has 3 international caps with a goal as well. I think in a strong Belgian national team that is there, and he's already getting appearances in that team, is looking like even the Belgian national team, the Belgian team coaching staff are really confident about this player and what he can provide for the Belgian team in the future. And we already got players such as Kevin De Bruyne and Eden Hazard who are doing incredibly well. Eden Hazard, of course, not doing as well because of the injury problems he's facing. But the way he plays, he's been described as Eden Hazard, just because how he can quickly turn. But looking more at him, I see him more as a potential Kevin De Bruyne as well. I don't think he has that same physical dominance, of course, because he is 5'8", but I think that what he provides in terms of his passing ability, it could be solid in terms of, if the same way Manchester City plays quite around Kevin De Bruyne and like allows him to move up, and they trust him in his passing ability. I think that Yari Verschaeren, if a team can give him that leeway, I think that he will excel quite well. And looking at the way Anderlecht has played this season, it doesn't look like it's not fully oriented or fully utilizing Verschaeren's qualities to his maximum level. And I think that if Vincent Kompany continues to stay at Anderlecht, he can still guide him. And if Verschaeren just growing and beginning to get those senior appearances, which he already has 44 of in the Europa League, the JPL, and the Belgian League, and I think that through that he can grow as a player. And the way he plays, it really does. I can understand the comparisons to Eden Hazard. Just the way he plays is it's quite similar. And I also see some bits of Kevin De Bruyne. I think you can see some of those bits, and I think that what it really needs is him developing. And I think the true test of his skill and his potential and his ability to reach that potential will be, of course, when he moves to another club, such a different club, such as in the Premier League or in the Bundesliga or in the French league. But I think if he needs to get that move, because I think another season at the Belgian, or another 1 or 2 seasons at that league, the Belgian league, will suffice before he needs to move on if he wants to further his career and reach his potential further and show what exactly he can offer to the world and what he can offer to Belgium and with his footballing talent.